But yeah, you ever dated an older girl, considerably older?
No.
Who's the oldest girl you've dated?
I've slept with an older.
That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Said dated.
You pined a...
This man's...
How old was the woman you slept with and how old were you?
I was 19 and she, I think, was 25 or 26.
That's sick. That's so sick.
And I was just like... like,
was that you losing your virginity?
yeah, but the thing is...
What? Was it?
No. But the thing is, she told me... I told her I was older than I was. And she told me she was younger than she was.
Oh.
And then it was one of those like...
It was the Spider-Man meme where it was like...
like, wait a minute.
So you told her you were what, 24?
I said I was 21 or 20. It was like, yeah, I was just trying to play
and
it
she
up.
said she was 24.
And so I was like, right? But then later it was like, blah, blah, and I think I fumbled it because I was saying some college course. And it was like a 101, which was like beginner.
And she was already like, I did that years ago.
And she was like, what year of school you're in? And I was like, oh, I should say second. But then
you're like, dude.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'll be honest. I'm actually da-da-da. And she just like flipped.
After you had sex, of course.
And she was like, you're what? And I was like, I'm 19. And she was like panicking and like just had a whole like...
Why? It's legal as fuck.
But she was, and I was like, what's the big deal? And in my head, because she said 24, I was like, that's like what, 5 years? Like,
she was like, but actually, I'm 50.
And then she's like, I'm 26 or whatever, 27. And I was like,
27 or what? How old was she?
yeah, 26 or 27.
That's so sick. That's so hard.
And I was like, oh.
What was her ethnicity? She was white?
And I was like,
oh, more bag.
So
it's gonna be negative somehow. It's gonna be negative bag somehow.
-1 cent.
Yeah, that's a sick story, dude. And was that you losing your virginity that thing? Because I was 19 when I lost my virginity.
My virginity losing was the saddest, worst story of my life.
How old were you?
It was actually a couple months before that lady.
You were 19? Or you were 18 still?
No, 19.
Nice.
Definitely
and
19.
And what happened? Tell the story. We'll end that. Oh, man.
I was pursuing someone that later I found out was seeing someone. And I was like, ah, shit. She broke up with said person. And, like, we go over to study. It wasn't studying.
You were in that top-notch Gabby comedy game. You were cracking them sick jokes.
I was just...
You watch Naruto? She's like, yeah.
What's wrong with Naruto, bro? Anyways, so... Long story short, she has protection, and she gets like kind of on me.
Wait. How did it develop? How did the convo happen?
Literally, we were sitting there studying,
like,
and I was like,
like she was like straight from off the boat. You like me?
No, we're like sitting there, and I was just like a dumbass. So I was like, oh yeah, like what'd you get for a number? Blah blah blah. She's like, I'm kind of tired, and like closed the book, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, well, so much for studying. But like, again, still...
You're like, so what do you want to do?
Yeah, still oblivious to like what the fuck is actually going on here.
But what was actually going on was...
You had a hard time finding the place?
Pretty much. And she's like, is it hot in here? And like all this shit that was like basically an excuse for her to like begin taking off her clothes. And I was still like, no, I'm actually pretty good. This is pretty, like, again...
Idiot.
Yeah, but like... complete duh. Like,
no,
she could have literally had neon signs going, and I'd be like,
pussy.
Wait, is this something? Do you like me? Like, you know, like...
So what, y'all touched Tamagotchis together? And...
Dude, so she got on top of me, she went 3 strokes, got up, and was crying and telling me that she still liked that guy, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I was like, well... this has been fucking great. And I had to just like, yeah, get the fuck out of there. And I was like, this is the worst experience ever. Like,
you know what the worst part of that whole story is? Is not that she started crying after 3 pumps and walked away. The worst part of that story, the most amazing part of that story actually, is that you, with your first time with this girl, when you weren't expecting it, when you had never made out with her before or anything like that, were able to get it hard and put the condom on. Dude, I'm 23, almost 24. I still sometimes, when the first time I'm with a girl, don't know if I can get it up because I'm nervous and I put the condom on. It depends on the vibes.
See, I've never had that.
You just owned it.
I was just
Maybe
like,
I'm insecure. I
oh
don't know.
shit, like, and it took like so.
And you were excited. You were cool
so
with it.
far, because I remember like I turned over to like grab something and like turned back, she was basically naked.
But
And
you
I was
weren't
like,
worried about
wait a minute.
But you weren't worried about the girl
Like-
seeing your dick. That's never like an awkward thing for you, where you're like,
But I guess I don't know. At the time, I'm just like, it's good. It's a good size. I'm happy with it. Like, no one was there to like, actually, you know, like, I don't know.
use like a piece of meat, Gabby.
Like, I didn't even initiate this
Sign my tablet.
or attempt to initiate this. I was just like the fucking
It's amazing you got hard and was able to like.
dumbass that was just sitting like, because I turned around and she was like, basically, I was like, oh my god, am I about, holy shit, like, and then I got excited and I was like, oh, I guess we're doing this. This is what, like, and sure enough, garbage.
I mean, I thought you were gonna say you got 3 strokes and then you.
Nope.
I thought you were gonna say you.
Although
you
granted-
got 3 strokes and you went.
Granted, it probably would have been something short too, but like, I was just like, this sucks.
Did she make any comments about your penile shaft?
Nope. Got on and began. I was like, oh, this is great. And then she's like, I can't, da da da, and like was crying and like went to the bathroom and closed the door after herself.
And you were still like hoping she might come out and be like, let's
Well,
finish it up.
and I was like, maybe I can talk this through. So like, put my pants back on and fucking went to the door. I was like,
It's
hey.
okay. I would never do
Yeah,
you like that.
Just basically like, is everything okay? Like, just that shit.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you don't mind, I'm gonna finish. She's like sitting there crying. Gabby like jerks off right next to her.
1 second.